GCK, hein? Produzindo mais uma no mundo de Nárnia. Ó, é o bicho, hein? Oh, nanana. Oh, nanana. Oh, nanana. Oh, nanana. Oh,
Remix.
oh, nanana. Oh, nanana. A maioria das amigas da minha ex querem ligar, nanana. Oh, nanana. Olha as amigas da minha ex que
And you are live.
Hello everyone, welcome to #AskRobCo. Happy Friday. Hope you've all had a good week. Thank you so much for returning to the platform. I'm going to run through some names. Thank you, Tom, for coming back. Seen you before. Angus, Aaron, Anata, thank you for joining. Sam, Sammy, Megan, Jordan, Jess, welcome back. Georgina, George, Dan, Eleni, thank you for coming. Charlie, Chris, thank you for coming. I'll go through some more names later. Happy Friday. I hope you had a good week. I hope that you enjoyed the weather, although it's not so good today. Welcome to #AskRobCo. This platform is your platform. It's for graduates, graduate surveyors, asset RICS, APC candidates, students, anyone that's looking to further their professional career. I'm here to share all of my knowledge, my 27 years in the industry. I'm here to share it with you. You must ask the questions. You've got your question chat box on the side. Please start sending the questions in now, because for the next 40 minutes, I'm purely here to answer your questions and give you answers, and hopefully everyone will benefit from the questions because they're all going to help you. We have a great team in today. We've got Alice, we've got Dan, we've got Harrison, who are also going to be sharing some questions and hopefully helping the audience with answers. We've got the weekly poll where you're going to tell me what subject matters you want to talk about moving forward, what time of the day you want the Q&A to happen, and how you want the Q&A session to run moving forward. We had some brilliant questions last week, so thank you so much. Some of you are following on LinkedIn, so you would have seen the questions, you would have seen some of the answers. We got some great feedback, really great added value, hopefully, and some good content to the wider audience. There are lots of people that can't always make it, so we've got the recordings that we're sharing with you, and anyone who wants to know about that, please tell me. Just going to do a little bit of storytelling for the first couple of minutes, and keep the questions coming in. I can see them on the board. Keep writing whilst I'm speaking, please. So, welcome to the few people just arrived. We'll try and welcome as many of you as we can. So, I'm in my 27th year in the industry. 27 years ago, around this week, I would have got my first job. I would have gone into agency. Arsenal would have won the FA Cup. It was a very exciting year for me. And I was just feeling my way in the industry. Last week, we had a brilliant question about how do you stand out? How do you get interviews? What should you do to get an interview? What should you do to get applications through? I literally went to company after company after company after company after company. I was knocking on doors, I was phoning up, I was calling, I was doing everything I possibly could to get my foot through the door in property companies. It just so happens that I got lucky and I got given my first opportunity. And I think what's really important, and especially for the grads and the young surveyors on the call and the students, the market when I joined was the absolute rock bottom in 3 decades that I've been working, and one of the weakest markets in the last 50 years. Why is that important at this moment in time? Because so many of you keep sending in the messages, sending in the questions. Rob, we're worried. Rob, we're scared. What happens if there aren't positions? What is the future of the industry? What job am I going to get? How are things going to look like moving forward? I can reassure you 100%, I entered the market at the absolute rock bottom, and everyone was in the same mindset. Everyone was worried, fear, job losses, no money, no transactions. Everything was exactly the same as it is today. And the market rebounds, the market recovers. There are job opportunities. If you're hungry, motivated, you persevere, you persist, you use all of your skills, both social skills, emotional skills, intellectual skills, your soft skills, your hard skills, a combination of everything, then you will get an opportunity and you will start developing your career. I really want you to focus on yourselves and understanding there's always going to be an opportunity for you, irrespective of what the market conditions are. And why is that so relevant today? Because we're at a moment where it's the bottom of the marketplace in terms of maybe very short term because of COVID-19. It was exactly that position at the bottom of the crash in the early 90s when I joined. And I want to share with you that nothing held me back. Both good markets and bad markets never held me back because I was positive, I worked hard, and I always had the attitude that something's going to happen. I've got to make something good. I've got to keep pushing. And that's what I did. Whether it was the crash in 93, whether it was Lehman's 08-09, whether it was Brexit 16, or whether it's COVID-19 and now, there is always opportunity, and this industry is going to be there for you. And you must be positive, and you must keep pushing, and you must keep believing in yourself. All right, so that's a bit of background, a bit of context. I want to share some stories with you every week. I want you to learn about my experiences and how you can then see, okay, this is what Rob did then and how he moved forward. Please keep sending the messages through. If you don't send the messages through, I can't answer your questions. This is free opportunity for me to give you great added value and great content built around your questions, your specific needs, your worries, your fears, your concerns, what you want to know about me, my life, my career. Keep asking the questions. All right, let's start. Let's go to Tom. Thanks for the message. Seen you a few times, Tom, so thanks for returning. How do you suggest junior staff and graduates get noticed in the top bosses both whilst on furlough and when back in work? So I think Tom, it's a really good question. For the ones that are on furlough on this webinar, message me furlough-related questions like this. For the ones that aren't on furlough, message me questions like this. A few new people just joined, so welcome Alex. Welcome a couple of other people just come. Welcome Sarah, welcome back. Good to see you returning. So how do you get noticed by top bosses? People sometimes overthink that one or worry about that one or think, what do I have to do? I think you've just got to work hard, be yourself, allow people to see that you're going above and beyond. And one of the best ways to do that is by showing initiative, being proactive, caring, and giving. So what do I mean by that? Simple gestures, so as in, how are you doing? Are you okay? Can I help you? Do you need anything from me? Continuously asking questions by being the one that can help everyone is amazing. So it may not show that you're the best in the job that you're doing. It may not show that you did a brilliant project and you overperformed in that project. but being the one person in the company that everyone knows, always smiles, always happy, always says good morning, always says goodbye, always says how are you, how was your weekend, how is your family, how is your dog, how is your cat, how was football, how was whatever you were doing. If you're the one that's the upbeat personality, or the person that's always looking to help and be proactive and share and give, and you want a coffee and you want a tea, do everything. Let everyone know that what a great person Sarah, Jess, Sam, Sammy, Pete, Penny are, and isn't it brilliant that they're in our company? They're the people that you want. So for those that are in businesses, that's the easiest thing that every single person can do. You don't need a talent for that. You don't need a qualification for that. You don't need a specialism for that. When you're on furlough, obviously it's more challenging because maybe you're not allowed to speak, you're not allowed to talk, you're not allowed to discuss, your phones are off. You can send messages, are you okay? I'm just checking in. Is your family okay? I'm just checking in. So things like that you can definitely do. I would definitely follow LinkedIn, webinars, chat formats, journals, keep learning, watching trends, what's going on. So when you do go back, oh, I noticed CBRE are doing this, and Knight Frank are doing that, and Savills are doing this, and the grads at Savills are doing that, and Jones Lang have just done this, and the charity project, John O'Groats, and so, you know, all these things you've got to be watching and reading and learning and taking in content and information, and then sharing that so that know, you know, he or she or Sally or Sarah or Tracy are really switched on. They're really have their pulse. They're on the game, and they know what's going on. And just by consistently repeating and doing all of those very soft skills, but very educated skills at the same time, they show that you've got an interest in the market, in the wider environment, and what's going on around you. So I think you can have a huge impact, Tom, but you need to start doing. You need to start asking the questions. You need to start helping. You need to start giving and adding value in all aspects, not purely because you're brilliant at your job, one-dimensional. Got to be more than that. Let's go to Alice. What have you got for us?
Great, thanks, Rob. Jordan, thank you for your question. Jordan asked, I've seen a lot on LinkedIn over the past week on emotional intelligence. How important do you think it is to be emotionally intelligent in the workplace? And what advice do you have on how to improve on your emotional intelligence?
Great question, Jordan. Listen, emotional intelligence beats IQ every day of the week. I repeat, emotional intelligence beats IQ every day of the week. You look at all the studies, all the statistics. If you've got emotional intelligence and there's something about you, and you've got empathy and sympathy, and you care, and you look after people, and you've got this great awareness around you of when someone's sad or someone's happy, and you're the person that taps into that and feels that, everyone's going to love you. And if everyone loves you as a human being, then you've got a great platform to do whatever you want in your career and in your life. For me, it's fundamental that you're empathetic and sympathetic, and to be empathetic and sympathetic, you need an emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence wins every day of the week. I can't remember who I was speaking to the other week, but I felt from the individual that they had a great level of emotional intelligence, and they were more concerned about their knowledge and their IQ and their experience and their track record. And it's like, listen, you've got something special about you. You've got a ridiculous emotional intelligence. You know what that means? It means you understand human beings. You understand behavior. Anyone that understands human beings and behavior is ahead of the game, because they've got a skill set that a lot of people don't have. So it's massively powerful. Develop it, Start practicing your instincts and looking at people and how they react. And if they react badly, oh, you don't seem happy about that. Sorry, did I say something bad? Or can I help you? Do you need help? Is everything okay? Do you want to talk? I think it's huge. I think it's really, really huge. And I suggest everyone on this call really do think about that.
Well, just to say, it goes nicely with the vibe of the week. From week one first, if you ask them to just click first vibe of the week, don't be afraid of self-awareness.
Yeah,
Nicely.
that's good, Dan. Really great reminder. If you look at your handouts on the right-hand side, handout vibe of the week, week one. If you just want to click and open that, you know, don't be afraid of self-awareness. Understand where you come from, who you are, what you represent, the direction you're going. It's like huge, you know. So I think it links brilliantly. Let's go, keep the questions coming in. There are loads coming in. I will answer every single question. Penny, Anaita, if I said your name right, great. If I didn't, I'm really sorry. Jess, going to get to all your questions. Let's go to Harrison. What have you got for us?
So we've got a great question from Josh saying, I feel very lost at the moment. I'm about to graduate from uni and I'm unsure of my next step in going into such an unsteady and uncertain marketplace.
Josh, don't worry, because you've got nothing to be fearful for. Every graduate across the entire country feels exactly the same as you. Don't know how old you are, Josh, and if you want to send a message, you can. 17, 18, 19, whatever age you are, you're so young, it's ridiculous, like ridiculous. So if you double your age, you're still not where I am, and I've been working for 27 years in the industry. You've got your whole life ahead of you. You've got nothing to be fearful of and nothing to worry about. You're on a journey where you're about to learn, taste, feel what you like and what you don't like. And you're going to go through lots of experiences and lots of opportunities. And that's your path. And that's how you're going to grow and develop and learn. If there's one period in time that I would say to all of you on this call that you don't have to worry about opportunities and what's going to happen, it's 18 to 30, even your early 30s, but 18 to 30, that's your time period for learning what you like, what you don't like, for developing, for growing, for being upset, for being happy, for going through all the experiences and learning your path. No one knows where they want to go at the age of 18, 19, or 20, but you don't know the answers to the questions at that age. So anyone that goes to a careers advisor and says, where should I be going? And they give you an answer. How can they give you the answer? How do you know what you're going to be doing in 20 years' time when you're 18? So you've got to be practical about it. It's completely fine not to know, not a problem. It's completely fine that you don't know what opportunities are going to be there. Who controls life? Who controls everything that happens ahead of you? All you can do is make sure that you learn and give yourself an opportunity and go out there and make the best of the chance and the career and the life that you have ahead of you. But definitely don't worry about it. That's all part of the process and the journey. So I want you to be positive about that one. All right, let's go to Anita's message. Let's have a look if I can open that. Let's see. Sorry, one sec. Just going to close. Let's go to Alice if she can do another question while I get another question up.
Hi, Jessica, welcome. Jessica asked, how do you suggest we make the most of LinkedIn?
Okay, so LinkedIn is just an incredible platform for you. I think you can definitely follow people in the industry. You can definitely comment and put your 2 pence worth in on things you like. I think you can add your feeling or opinion on something or a subject matter. So I definitely think LinkedIn is a really, really important platform for everyone. And I think you've all got to utilize it as much as you can, and definitely take advantage of the fact that you can engage and interact with anyone in all communities of business, but obviously in real estate and property. So I think use the platform as an educational piece, tap into the people that you like. Oh, Rob's a really nice guy, Sally's a great girl. Oh, I love the subject matter of what they're talking about, whether it's the environment or sustainability or care homes or student accommodation. I'm going to follow them. I'm going to connect them to my community. It's a really good relationship building opportunity, awareness opportunity. You've got to put in the hours, Jess. You've got to put in the time, and people have to start understanding who is this Jess. Oh, that's a really interesting comment. I'm going to follow Jess now because actually she talks sense. I like what she's bringing to the platform. It is a completely open-ended, unlimited opportunity for you to engage and communicate and build relationships and grow your knowledge base. I think you should be spending solid time on it every single day. I think you should give 10, 20 minutes on it, but I think you should be using it as the platform to grow and develop and learn and create contacts and relationships, not as the platform to just be watching and not engaging and interacting, because anyone can watch TikTok for an hour every day, or Netflix, or Instagram, or whatever platform. Anyone can watch, but if you don't engage or develop or grow or learn or interact or give a view, then actually you're not growing from the platform and the platform's not helping you. So I think that's an area you do need to go. Hope that's answered your question, Jess. Let's go to Aaron. Bear with me. Aaron's question. Have you got that in front of you, Harrison?
No.
As a young professional, lots of learning and development arises from being in the office and learning how senior figures operate. How can this learning aspect be replicated in the best way when working from home?
You know what? That's really such a pertinent question, Aaron. That's such a pertinent question at this moment in time, COVID-19. And I actually think people need solutions to that question. So I think one of Tom's first questions was, how can you be noticed? Well, I think if you come up with ways of learning from senior figures or engaging and interacting through virtual platforms or other engagement mechanisms, and maybe you came up with the idea, Aaron or Tom, that would be amazing. So if my team said, Rob, we should be doing this, or how can we improve our APC by doing that? I think the office environment is incredible for learning, 100%. And not only that, I think it's incredible for learning and developing from senior members, because you're hearing, listening, seeing live the issues and the problems. So to recreate that is really difficult. But if you can't go into the office and everyone's working from home, you need to work out how that's going to get recreated. So the question is brilliant, and you should focus on that. Because Aaron, you must be learning, you must be developing, and you need to be learning from senior professionals. You need to tap into them. You need to ask them the question, how can I learn from you if I'm at home? How can I help you if I'm at home? It's really, 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 really good to think about what the solution is to that, whether it's daily Zooms, weekly team calls, Q&As, APC catch-ups, problem of the week, situation of the week, deal of the week, transaction of the week. You have to work out within your organization, or put forward some ideas, do some brainstorming. Let's have, as a graduate or a young professional and my colleagues, let's do some brainstorming and send it to our senior colleagues and management. Oh, we did this brainstorming and these are our ideas. Tom, it's like the perfect answer to your question to create something like that. Everyone wins. The people at the top see the young professionals, their graduates, did some brilliant brainstorming on how we can all learn and develop whilst we're still at home from our seniors. Great question. Lots of questions. Penny, great to have you back. Appreciate you coming on every week. Let's see if we can get through 3 of yours. How to have enough time to do everything at work and at home. Maybe go a bit deeper in more detail to that, Penny. Do you mean when you're working from home, or do you mean how to deal with everything you've got to do at home personally and professionally? So maybe explain the question a bit more. How do you strengthen characteristics as a registered valuer, and how do you solve valuation problems? Okay, so I think they're really good valuation questions, Penny. Appreciate that. Valuations is one specialism, obviously, and there are lots of specialisms. One of the best ways to become good at valuation and to develop your skills is to do more valuations and get more experience and learn from your mistakes. In anything you're doing, maybe a valuation answer for any area of your work, what you must do over time is create a red flag repetition mechanism. When something goes wrong, you've got to work out how and why it went wrong. And when the situation arises again, you have to understand and remember and recognize that happened again. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Within valuation, it repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats. All the problems come back. The most important thing as a professional, as a registered valuer, and to how to solve the valuation problems is to learn from your experiences so that when they happen again, you get it right so you can solve the problem. Experience in time and acknowledgement of failings and errors help you learn and master and become a master practitioner. Hope that helps your question. Penny, keep the questions coming through. Time is flying, so we've got only another 15 minutes. After this, question from Sammy. When choosing a case study for my APC, what should I be looking for? Okay, so when you do your APC and you choose your case study, you should definitely choose something that you love and you're passionate about, because when you feel something, and it's the same with any career path. So all of you are sending me messages now. What career path should I go down? What specialism should I go down? Which area of business should I go down? Which APC case study should I do? When you choose something that you care about or you like and you enjoy, and this goes into another question from Penny, it's not like a job. It's fun to do. It doesn't matter how many hours you have to put in. Because you love the subject matter, because you enjoy the topic, because you want to learn and grow within that area, it's like a hobby. And then you'll spend all the hours and all the days. And when you talk about it in your APC or to your bosses, to a client, everyone says, wow, Victoria or Tom had so much passion and so much energy, and they love their work so much, and they're so creative, and I feel all the emotion coming from them. Aren't they great to work with? And they remember you forever. So it may only be the APC now, and it may only be my first graduate role or my career path. But if you link the thing that you love and enjoy doing with your APC, with your career path, with your graduate role, with your professional role, with your specialism, and the two develop and you become an expert in that area, you're in a beautiful place, because you will feel fulfilled professionally and personally, and ultimately you'll be really happy, because it's a joy and a pleasure. For me, I love helping you and the audience. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm giving up my time, because I love helping young professionals and I want to motivate, educate, and inspire you to have amazing careers. That's what makes me happy. Your questions make me happy, which is why I'm shouting at you, and I'm shouting at you to tell your friends to come to the platform so I can help you, I can help your friends, I can help your colleagues, because my passion is giving back to the industry that's giving me so much. I want to help you. So when you learn what you like doing and what you love doing, and you align that and combine that with your APC, your graduate role, your bachelor's, your master's, your chosen subject at work, you'll get yourself in a great place. I think I answered one of the questions. If you're doing something you hate now, and you have a role that you hate now, and you are miserable and you're not happy doing what you're doing, that's great. Why? Because it tells you you shouldn't be doing it. So work out what you're going to change. Don't come back to me in 5, 10, 15 years time and say, I've been in a job for 5, 10, 15 years and I'm miserable and I didn't do anything about it. Because you're wasting your life and you're wasting your career, and there's just no point doing that. If you're not fulfilled and you're not happy, then I don't know what you're living for. It's the fundamental to everything. Positivity, happiness, and fulfillment. And that all comes from doing what makes you happy, being self-aware, and going down paths that teach you what you don't like, and make sure you go down a path of what you do like, because you learn from what you don't like. Next question, brilliant question today, by the way. Let's go to Sarah. Welcome back, Sarah.
Sarah asked, she first praised you and said, great advice so far, Rob, as always. She's wondering what the highlight of your career has been today.
Okay, so speaking with you and helping you, Sarah, and everyone else on the platform is just something that I'm super passionate about, super excites me and makes me super happy. I think one of the highlights for the future is going to be when the hundreds of thousands of people that come through this platform write to me in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and you'll better do it, because I'll be disappointed if you don't. And you say, Rob, you answered that question, and I did X, Y, and Z, and thank you for helping them on my journey. And I changed the world, I changed the planet, I changed lives, and I had a great career. Like, looking forward, I'm really desperate to make that happen, and I want you to be part of the experience, because that will make me super happy. I think career highlight, if that was the question, is a brilliant question. I have to say that achieving something special at CBRE what was really important to me, because growing up in the industry and working for the largest real estate company in the world, it gave me the confidence and the belief in myself that if you can do something important at the largest real estate company in the world, then actually you can do it anywhere. And when you've got that self-belief and the confidence to do that, then you can do something really special, either for yourself or in another firm or in a boutique or a niche practice, like we have here, where you can help people, give back to people, because for me, it's culture first, it's positivity first, it's helping and giving first. A really nice link without the use of Dan this week to the handout number 2. So if you want to click on the handout for number 2 for this week, it just links so nicely, and it probably is my highlight, and it perfectly answers Sarah's question. My highlight is that my professional career has allowed me to be positive and create a great culture and winning trust and commitment for all the people around me within the community. And this is the property community, this is the real estate community, this is the young professionals, young leaders community, and I want to be part of that, and I want to be the go-to benchmark mentor person that's supporting positivity, great culture, and show everyone out there you can do things the right way, morals, ethics, integrity, honesty, and still produce at the highest level in all the biggest companies in the world, or produce your own special community within a boutique niche practice, creating a great culture to do things the right way. So, I mean, amazing question, Sarah. I hope it semi-answered your question, even though it was very long-winded. So thank you for that. Next question, Harrison, what we got?
That's good questions.
Sorry.
Great. Penny actually asked another question. Penny asked, well, I always work in the office and I hear my colleagues talking and gossiping. They give me wrong judgment and it affects me sometimes to reaction to the question. So my question to you, Mr. Robert Cohen, how to avoid gossiping, how to work well in every environment and prepare myself in all unexpected challenges.
Wow, everyone, this is top question. I don't want to ruin it for everyone else, and you've still got another 5 minutes to get your questions in. This is question of the week. Amazing, amazing, amazing question, Penny. Listen, everything that goes on in your life, in your world, is here, okay? Everything in your life, in your world, is here. What goes on in the office, in the gossiping, is that. Penny, you don't let it in. You don't listen to the judgment. You don't listen to the gossip. You close it out. You have a quiet head, a quiet mind. You focus on what's right, what's positive, what's good, and don't let other people's judgment or negativity or gossip influence the positive path and the good direction that you're going in. I can already tell the fact that you've asked the question, Penny, means that it hurts you, okay? Good, it should hurt you. Don't gossip, don't bitch, don't talk about other people, don't have negativity, don't judge. Keep your head nice and clear. You know what's right, because what's right comes from within. You know what's right. And I know you know what's right because you asked the question. So start believing in your own judgment, as in, you know the difference between right or wrong, or what's good or bad, or what should happen or what shouldn't happen. The person that everyone respects and looks up to is the person that never talked badly about anyone, that didn't gossip, that didn't judge anyone, that didn't look down on everyone. Everyone will respect Penny for not getting involved in those situations and only being positive, adding value and helping people. Penny will be the one that they remember. So I love the question, Penny. We could talk about the subject matter a lot more. And for everyone else listening, where you are in your careers and you're developing in firms, I'm convinced you all know what Penny's talking about. I'm convinced you all understand the question. I'm convinced you all understand the repercussions. Take responsibility for your actions. You can't take responsibility for what other people are doing. That's for them to learn and for them to deal with. But you don't have to engage. You don't have to be a part of it, and don't let it get into your mind. You stay on a good path, positivity, and move forward in a good way. Question of the week, Penny. Brilliant. Sam, thanks for the question. Everyone, appreciate your questions, really. You make the show, you make the webinar. Without your questions, there isn't anything. What key pointers would you recommend for learning from the past mistakes? I think mistakes are everything, Sam, and I do think that ignoring them and not learning will hurt you. And actually, if you triple down on what you're good at, self-awareness again, triple down on what you're good at and you've got to learn what you're good at, whether it's emotional intelligence, awareness, or I'm the best person in build to rent and care homes or whatever. Triple down on what you're good at, but your mistakes, you really have to acknowledge and analyze, and don't go deep into yourself and beat yourself up, but it's, why did I do that? Was it bad judgment? Did I not do my job properly? Did I not do enough due diligence? Was I too quick? Should I got a second opinion? Highlight the mistake. You can even go Excel spreadsheet or mistakes, what the learning lesson was. But the most important thing with the mistakes is building up the mechanism, the red flag that gives you an alarm that says, oh, I recognize this. Something similar happened before. What am I going to do differently this time to stop it happening again? You've got to build that system within your brain, within your working life, within your career. And once you do that, you'll manage through all of the errors and all of the problems. It's not so easy to do, Sam, okay? It's obviously not so easy, but I recommend listing the errors and mistakes, understanding them, don't beat yourself up, and recognize when they're about to happen again and say, no, I'm not going to let the mistake happen again. I'm going to do it different this time. And because you've done it different, you don't make the mistakes. You will always make mistakes, but start learning from them, stop them repeating, and then you're going to be in a brilliant place. All right, last 2 minutes, last questions if you want to get them in. I want to throw out the polls, okay, because the polls are for you. First poll is, what day of the week do you want the Q&A to be? Hashtag AskRobCo, because ultimately it's for you. What day of the week do you want it to be? Please respond immediately. I'm going to leave it out there for 10, 15 more seconds. Everyone respond. Once you've responded, I'm going to close. So please, everyone, do your response. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. Let's close that poll. And then second poll, what time of the week is best for you? So let's give that 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds. What time of the week? So please just quickly reply. What's your preferred time? I'm going to ask one thing back from you now. I'm going to ask you to keep contacting me, keep sending in the messages. Please ask how you want the Q&A to change, how you want me to add more value. Do you want the platform to change? Do you want live phone conversations, video conversations? Do you want to be on LinkedIn? Do you want to do something differently? Do you want guests? Do you want me to have the graduates doing live Q&A with you? Do you want me to invite professional people? Please start sending me feedback on what you want. I'm just going to close that last poll, so thank you very much. I want you to give me the feedback. I want you to bring your colleagues. I want you to be part of the community that we built, hashtag AskRobCo. I want you to give the feedback, bring your colleagues. Let's build this community together, because I'm doing it for you. I want to help as many of you as I can, and let's grow together. Let me help you have great careers, be great influencers in your businesses, and be great influencers in the communities in a very positive, high-level way. Thank you, everyone, for coming back this week. I super value every question. I super value every attendee. Have an amazing weekend. Be positive, keep learning, keep growing, stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much for attending. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you so much.